Hey everybody, welcome to Alliance War number 2 versus 420. What a name. I'm pretty sure we faced these guys in the past, if not in Savage Squad, in Odin's Almighty. It's unclear to me when that was, but I just recognize the name. Anyway, I'm bringing the same exact team as I did the first war, just because it went so well for me. I see this Mystic Champion, this pair of Mystic Champions, so I thought, great time for me to use Sentry. You know, the first few champions is all about him gaining his charges, and actually 6 stars are really good for Sentry because he doesn't do a lot of damage when he first starts, and you do have quite a good opportunity to build up persistent charges, because what you can do is you can on purposely get to 40 hits. You can see I'm using light hits, MLLLL combos in order to get less power, and I forgot that I had suicides on, so I definitely did not want to use up my I didn't want to use my specials. So as soon as I realized I had suicides on, I went for the heavy mode. Didn't care about the power gain, just trying to get some damage done, because I'm not going to be using any specials, and I have the perfect block, so it's working out. So hopefully I can get to 40 hits, but it's not a priority anymore now that I know I have suicides on. So I got 30. I think I'll be able to get 10 more hits, and I go for it. That's one of the reasons why I'm going in for that 5 hits, and this will put me at 36, because special 3 unfortunately only hits for 1 hit. One hit on the combo meter. It would be nice if it gave him more, but it doesn't. So I do get to 40, fortunately, so that gives me 2 charges, which means I'll have 3 going into the next one, definitely hitting for more damage. But unfortunately, suicides really, I had full suicides on as well. In my third war, you'll see I tried Corvus Glaive with half suicides. My favorite suicide build these days is the one with only doubled edge, no liquid courage. Too many champions have good heals to work with to be gimping them with liquid courage, I think, and so many other mechanics in this game, such as despair, revolve around reducing healing, and I just don't want to be adding that extra healing reduction on top of what I currently have. So I get that it's a pretty big sacrifice there, but you know, I think it's worth it. So I leave the suicides on because I know that I'm not going to be using Sentry for very much in this war, just for these 2 fights, I think. So I thought, you know what, max damage, let's go for it. Recoil, who cares? We have 3 charges. That's actually quite a lot of damage if I do launch a special 2. So I'm kind of hoping here is that he actually doesn't. I was kind of hoping I wasn't going to proc the heavy stance so I can just build to a special 2, but at this point I'm still going to try it, and somehow I just like drop my block and get tagged, and liquid courage prevents my signature from proccing, of course. That's another reason why you don't want liquid courage with Sentry, because it's a permanent debuff, and it basically just ruins my whole plan. So I go in for the last 5 hit combo, and of course I kill him, but it wasn't very exciting, if you know what I mean. So moving on, I got a skill champion here, and decide that with a class disadvantage and don't really want to heal Sentry, Corvus being Corvus, and getting the regen from suicides, I figure I'd be fine if I take in Corvus here. It's most likely a Daredevil or a Kingpin, and it turns out it is the Daredevil, so no problems. Just gonna take it easy. MLM, that's the preference with Corvus. The reason you want to do medium, light, medium with Corvus is because you're getting the medium hits, which generate the most power, and then and without, you know, power per glaive charge is the metric we're working with here. And the reason you throw in that light attack is because it's not one of his glaives. It doesn't consume a glaive charge, so it's a free light attack. You might as well use it, and then build up your power a little bit more. So that one's for free. The heavy attack I don't think is as good, but look at that, barely didn't really put a dent in this guy. So all of a sudden I'm just here like, oh boy, I might have to go a little bit into no glaive territory, and I only have 3 left. I'm still doing that, but I realize it's probably pointless at this point, so I go in for, I think, a 5 hit combo, or a 4 hit. Had to get my my balance back, basically. So at this point, it's just a slugfest. I'm not even sure if my charges are going to come back before this is over. But, on the off chance that they do, I'm probably just going to save for Special 3 and use it, because it's got some good damage here, even without the, or it's supposed to have good damage. There's something, oh no, if Corvus is about to die, if he's like in the last 10% of his health, he does a lot more damage. But that one did 11,000 damage, not the worst. I'll take it, especially since it's not going to trigger recoil. But look at my charges are almost, they're about a little over halfway done. Looks like I'm probably not going to get them unless this guy really struggles to bait out the Special 2, but he is cooperative. So I go in for another 5-hit combo. Getting the armor break does help me because I don't have true damage at the moment. And it looks like they might just make it back for a killing Special 2 blow. So I'm baiting out the Special 1 here. Yep, it looks like I'm going in. Oh man, all of a sudden the damage is up. Get the Special 2, and there we go. So it was a little eye-opening to see how a Corvus fight might be on a longer fight if if I ran out of glaive charges maybe on the boss node. But it did show me that once the immunity's gone, you don't have the glaive charges, so you can't crit. You don't have the immunity, so all of a sudden you're not immune to bleed anymore. You don't have the true damage, so you can't do damage through the block. You don't have a lot. And so there's really not a lot Corvus can do without those charges. So I'm not sold on him for boss killing unless he's at 565. You'll see definitely what I mean next war. There's some pretty bad fights next war. Not bad fights. I did fine. I just showed his limitations a little bit. Didn't max him out as much as I could have. This war I'm maxing out Corvus a little bit, just almost as much as I can, just like the first war. The only thing is that I'm not willing to run this guy if I have to respec my masteries every single time. So I'm trying to find a mastery balance that works for all my champions, including Corvus. And I think the half suicides are going to be it. Look at that, I got tagged by that. That's the first time I've ever been hit by that special, ever. I think I dodged it every single time successfully in the event quest. Don't know what happened there. Luckily I survived it, and I just have to get these last few hits in, run out of glaive charges again, and she actually dexes out. I have to dodge that heavy attack and finally go in for the last kill. So not so clean, you'll see. There's no auto evade like Sparky, so I don't know, but he's still a monster. So here we go, we're starting up. I mean, I should have been using Sentry for all those fights. That's the idea. Sentry's supposed to be the safe one. Sentry would not have taken any damage from that Special 2 from Proxima. Maybe the last hit. Yeah, it's kind of a long special. But they throw a Sentinel in my way, a 4-star Sentinel, and that's just absolute food for Corvus. So I'm going to get a persistent charge off these. They did Corvus proof the lane up until now. I accidentally throw that special, not accidentally throw it, but I threw it a little bit too early and it didn't quite kill him, so I ate the recoil damage, but I was planning on using potions this war anyway. And I'm able to grab the charge for this, which is most likely an Infinity War Iron Man. He's been on this node so often lately. It's absolutely crazy. So it's a little crazy because they do give you the 2 charges. You get a tech and an Avenger one for this guy. And you can possibly get a 3rd, the auto block. He really was designed as a hard counter for this Iron Man. So he's very, very good versus the Iron Man. And that's his main counter. So you do have to watch out on this node as usual. He's constantly has spite because I have a constant permanent buff. So I have to be careful of that, but it's just a 4-star, not too worried. Even if I have to eat a special 3, I think I'll probably survive. I just need to get to my special 2, and this guy is out like a light there, and he goes down. So fun fact for the day is that you probably noticed yesterday, because I'm recording this today, it came out, the Electro came out today as a 5-star, but I'm not going to post this till the following day, and Electro is going to be a very good counter for Corvus, so I'm not looking forward to those 5-star science champions. Any 5-star science champion that's hidden, I'm probably going to bring, I don't know, who would be good for Electro, and all the other 5-star science champions. It's great that he's going to be available as a 5-star champion because people are going to be able to ambush with him. Before, if you saw 4-star science champion, nowadays it's pretty much always electro. But now 5-star science champion, you knew it wasn't electro, but now it might be electro. So you're really gonna have to bring those counters. Blade with Danger Sense, still an amazing counter for him. Quake's a great counter. I can't wait to get my hands on a Quake. And then also, I have an Archangel. He's pretty good versus Electros. He'll take a little bit of damage, but for the most part, he will melt them. This Quake is pretty fun to fight here. I'm trying to not build Aftershocks. I'm trying to intercept, and I'm doing okay with the intercepts. I do just risk it with that one Aftershock, 10%. I thought, you know what? I'll probably be okay. And I didn't throw the Cosmic Boosts on this time because I really wanted to try and see what the damage was going to be like, and it was enough. So with 2 charges, you don't need the boosts for this particular node, unless maybe it's Medusa. But even you guys saw with Medusa, it was just a little extreme. I don't think I actually needed those boosts. But definitely with the boss node, you really do need the boosts, and I think for some of the mini bosses like node 29, it might be super necessary as well. So we're still experimenting. Corvus is really fun. I love playing with him. He's one of the most amazing champions that's ever come out, damage wise, speed wise. He's just a machine. So we're gonna put him through the paces this whole entire season, and hopefully we'll get Sentry some more time and Hood some more time. Definitely, there's a great Hood fight in the next war, so you'll have to check it out. I go up to 14-0 with kills. Savage Squad is 2-0. That's pretty good. Pretty happy about that. I spent 500 units worth of items this one. It's not that great. I do get another mini boss kill, so I'm 2-0, but that score gets shattered next week. Trust me. So wait for that fight. It's pretty good. Yeah, that'll be it. We beat 420 up against cannot remember who next. Some alliance that was pretty good. It was a pretty close war, and so we'll see how we get on. The leaderboard should be out pretty soon for people who like to track that. I'm guessing we are in Plat 1 based on our record. But you never know. Lots of people win their first 2 wars. It could go anyway. So anyway, we'll call it there, guys. Have a great day. See you in the Emma grind soon. Probably one more 5-star video before it's out. 5-star crystal. And yeah, take care.